Righto. Big days ahead. I'm supposed to be in port already. It's taken me longer than I thought to load the truck up. I'm pretty much taking everything because I got one job today for a mate. He's got an auto electric business and he needs an office built, and it's kind of looks like it's already got a frame around it. It just needs sheeting put in there. So that'll be that's a whole heap of tools on its own, and then I've got to build another retaining wall out of cement blocks, Bessa blocks. So that's a whole set of other tools, and I've got a couple of other jobs to look at as well, so I'll probably include that. So let's see what happens. So we've just rocked up. We're a little bit late, I'm sure Josh doesn't mind too much, but have a look at this. What a web. You're kidding. I'd seen a picture of it, but I didn't know that it actually had it. Anyway, I'll have a look at the job in a sec. So what's happening?
Hello, mate.
You just got your paid your bond?
I have.
Got your keys?
Yep.
It's official.
So it's all fully official. Now the work starts. So as you can see, we've got hollow shell.
So this is what I'm doing today. It's pretty easy little job. I've just got to put sheets on all this. This is going to be your office. And what are you doing? Auto electrics?
Yeah, so auto electrical, lots of like hot rod stuff, lots of old school cars, general auto electrical. I don't know. We do basically everything, pretty much everything. Everything from like, you know, like your JDM drift car stuff to full hot rod stuff. General, like I'll do caravan stuff if I have to.
Yeah. Camper van, solar.
Fitting, camper vans, a lot of off-grid like solar, lithium, all that sort of stuff. You know, I'll give it a crack.
So tell us about this. Speaking of American hot rods.
Yeah. The shop truck.
Yeah, not stick it up yet.
Not stick it up.
What's
yet.
your business name?
So my business is Wireside Auto Electrical.
Yeah.
That truck is kind of like, it's a portion of the business that's, you know, like in the sort of hot roddy sort of stuff, the American sort of stuff that we do. Because
you do a lot of
work in progress.
You do a lot of upgrades, hey, like even just LED lights and EFI systems, proper electric fuel pumps.
Yeah, so I will be doing all that. The only thing that I've realistically done since I bought this truck is I bought it and it was real jacked up, it was real high.
Yeah, I can see you've dropped the back.
I dropped the front too, it's just the rear's sitting lower, but yeah.
Pretty tidy.
It's all right. Like, just don't look at the roof.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, she's a rusty old girl. But the idea with this is to have like a proper shop truck that people know the car, they know the business.
Yeah, exactly.
And it kind of like draws the clients
in. Because it's fun. You go to people you know. There's a lot of people with money talk about how people buy off people they like. You could even be a bit more expensive, but if they like you and you can sort of chat to them on a personal level, they'll come to you.
I think if you can offer like a service that kind of meets their requirements, but if you're into the same sort of stuff that they are, it kind of puts a little bit more trust into your business, into what you do.
Absolutely.
Which I think is cool. And plus, I like this stuff. And not only that, like this truck is so useful. Like it's got a 2.5 meter long bed.
Yeah.
So like I can fit, you know, as much stuff as I basically need in there if I'm going to go do mobile work and stuff like that.
Because you were doing mobile, but now you're going to be in the one spot.
Yeah, I am going to ease up on the mobile stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not to say that I won't do it. Like I've got a really good bunch of clients that I do a lot of stuff for, and like I'll keep doing that. But I'm kind of at the point with the business now where I need like a home base. Because
packing your tools in and out of the truck every day is fucked. That's the reason I'm late this morning. It took me an hour just to pack that up.
Yeah, it's a pest. And then the inefficiency rate of being mobile too. So like realistically, I can only do like maybe 3 jobs a day doing mobile stuff. You know, and it's one of those things where like I want to be able to do 5 and 6, and then that stops my 3-week wait. So that gets it down to like a week.
And it's so good if you're working on something here and you go, oh fuck, I need this part. Bursons won't be here for 2 hours. You've got another car there ready to work on. You're not sitting on the side of the road.
Yeah, exactly. The other reason too, I wanted the shop too, is like I do a lot of rewire stuff. So like, for example, like I've got a guy that's got like this Corvette. He wants to do a full rewire on it. You know, a rewire doesn't happen in one day. You know, it's probably a week's worth of work. So
Yeah.
I can store the car here,
Yeah.
have my
Yeah.
general, you know, everyday normal clientele come through.
Yep.
I can pump them jobs out, and then I've got something to fall back on as well.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, bro. Well, we're off to get some timber, and I'm gonna see if I can twist Josh's arm into driving the truck.
Yeah, I'll drive the truck.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's
You
go.
actually want me to?
Yeah. Joshy's slaying it.
Trying.
I said to my missus, I was trying to teach her manual, and I was like, this is easier to drive than a car because it's so forgiving.
Yeah.
Like you can let the clutch out and not even touch the accelerator and it'll fucking lurch.
Yeah.
Like you almost can't stall it.
I think that learning to drive a manual in a diesel is a good idea.
Yeah.
I think their flywheels are real heavy and
Yeah.
the clutches engage really well.
And they can rev so low without stalling.
Yeah.
Righto. So we got this PDF particle something, I can't remember, but I've got to cut that much off of 3 sheets. I'm going to try and do all 3 at once, so I've got the clamp on, and I'll grab the saw and we'll see what happens.
You can't have that for a brake light. The brake light has to stay in.
The next thing I want to look at is, because this is so thin, the particle board's so thin, the nail gun, it may try and shoot all the way through, but it does have settings, as in you can turn the strength of it up and down, which I'd say I'm going to have to do. So if I just put an off cut there, I've been sick for like a week, I'm only just getting better. Now if I put that on there, and we'll say, so this is on as soft a setting as it does, and that's perfect. I mean, you could probably go a touch stronger. Fuck, it's gone into the truck. Look. Damn, I didn't expect that. It's gone heaps further than I thought. But see how that head's just there? If I turn that all the way up, it'll shoot all the way through and then it won't hold. So that's pretty perfect. We're on. Righto, I've been too busy to film, but this is what we've got done so far. And it's coming up good. All I got to do is just fill these bits in the bottom, because it was just too high. And we'll be fucking right. Nearly finished. What a legend. Josh has taken the gun off me because I wasn't doing a good enough job.
Come on.
Nah, he's a
Make my floppy walls less floppy.
he's a stud finder. I'm too scared to just start randomly shooting, and he's just fucking and missing. See
Yes,
that?
how's that?
Missed. I don't want to do that.
Gotta find it. It's close. Yes.
Got it. Yeah. So I was hesitant to use PDF, but he was adamant. Just because of the price. It was about a quarter the price, and it's turned out pretty good, considering. The problem with PDF when you don't have something behind your joint is that it does that. And I mean, plywood does it to an extent, but you can put tape on it. There's a million different things you can do to fix it.
Found it.
Pretty fucking happy. You happy?
Yeah, man, I'm stoked. Thank you very much.
Alright, so I'm just at that big deceased estate job. I don't know, you might remember this one. And, oh, this one, I'll show you. Looks good. Still waiting on payment. We'll put it this way. 3/4 of the money is going to other people and they've paid that. The last quarter is just pure profit for me, so I'm just waiting on that little bit. Now we're going to go have a look at another massive job, so let's have a look at that. Alright, so we're at this next job. The concern is that it mightn't drain. It's a new house and basically they need the landscaping done, and I guess we'll just go through it and have a look. I had a guy come out, Dave came out and looked for me, and sort of he reckoned it was going to cost a fucking lot because there's a lot of work to be done, so we'll just have a look at what I reckon. So what I can imagine is we'll leave that on a slope alongside the footpath. That's fine. We'll just fill this edge in with a bit of soil. This is definitely going to have to drop here, and you know, I'd like the idea of being able to walk from here over there, but it's kind of steep and there'll be steps and things, and the owner doesn't want to spend much money, as they never do, so the access will probably just be through there. She was also a bit worried about not having a drain, but there's a back slope on it, so it's going to drain out that way, so that's fine. Yeah, and there's plenty of room here to walk down into it. Not too worried about that. Now what we might do here is put a retaining wall on there. That's probably going to be the easiest thing. Might look a bit funny, but at least I've had a look now. It's not as bad as I thought. I really thought this was going to be a big job. I mean, most of this can be done with a shovel. So that corner's a bit shit. So what we'll do is I'll put a retaining wall hard up against this footpath, and then I might just fucking fill that in. You kind of can't do it though, because then, you know, drainage is an issue, especially if it pulls up over that side. It needs a drain dug underneath that driveway. Either that, or I've got to dig this out, put a pipe underground, and stick a bunch of rocks on it. The other thing, this side's the same. Like, if you pull all that dirt out, you risk this collapsing because you're taking away a bit of structure. So again, just retain them all the way around the footpath. It's only going to be that high, so it's not too bad. So yeah, we've got a good idea of what this is. Let's go and continue up here. So if I use the timbers, it's just going to be these sleepers, right? It's going to be 2 more of them along the side of the footpath. That bad? Bloody hell. And I sort of told her 10 grand on the phone. I said it's not going to be tens of thousands of dollars, and she was like, "Oh, okay." So I mean, you know, tens, multiple. It can be 19 grand. No, I'm not too worried about it. Let's fucking go home and make a plan, eh? So yeah, just got off the phone with her, and she's pretty happy with what I got planned. When I got the phone call about it, Dave was a bit worried about everything, but to me it doesn't seem too bad, because it's, even though there's a lot of there's a lot of land falling towards the house and water is a concern. The slab is obviously level, and it's level all the way around, and they've left us a little bit of room there. So I think it'll be all right. But I'm definitely going to do up a waiver type thing and say, we're doing the landscaping, but we're not managing your water. We'll do the best we can, and we'll stick some tubes in there, but we're not plumbers, you know what I mean? So, see what happens. All right, I gotta go have a look at another job now. The job I'm doing tomorrow. And I'm still fucking sick. I really can't shake this sinus infection. See what happens. So I'm about to have a look at this job. Apparently there's some awnings that have been installed correctly. There's a bunch more awnings to go on. They've had a shit fight. The guy doing it ended up stealing a bunch of stuff. Whatever, don't care. Because they're a fucking, you know, they're a franchise of someone else. They don't actually do the work. They're just trying to employ other people. So to try and look more professional, I assume, they've sent me a Google invite meeting. Right, so I'm meeting these people at North Haven in like an old person's village, and like a text message is fine, we spoke about it on the phone, that's fine, but then they've got to send me a Google Meet invite and then send me a text saying, can I confirm? So I'm fucking here and I get a text, we're going to be 15 minutes late. You got the fancy fucking technology with your fucking Google Meet and you're still late, and I'm fucking here. I don't care, the surfing's on. I'm just going to watch some Chopu. So, that's what's happening. We are now 15 minutes past when they were supposed to be here. It's just weird when you're the labourer, you're the one doing the actual work, all they have to do is organise it. And they can't fucking do it. It's amazing how many people, like, you know when something goes wrong with a product or a service, and it just seems like everyone passes the buck, and it's kind of like, oh no, it must be their fault, it must be their fault. It's because these people who end up in organisational positions can't do the work. Like, they don't actually know. Like, you could own a shed company and have never even put a shed together. That's what happens. This might be them, maybe. No. I don't know, on the one hand it's like a good thing because it shows how like fucking responsible or organised I am, but they're the cunts driving around in brand new Land Cruisers and I'm in my old fucking diner. So, you know, as I'm moving towards more of a management position, it's things like this that just contribute and add to the fact that I'm going to be able to do it, because this doesn't happen with me. I know I'm not fucking late. Never. I mean, maybe sometimes, but it's like a flat battery or a flat tire or something, eh? It's never, oh, I just didn't leave early enough. I should have fucking, you know, the thing was this morning, the surfing's on, and I was at Mum's watching it, and it was great. But I had to fucking leave. It's just fucked. It just pisses me off a bit. It doesn't piss me off because I have to wait. I don't care about that. It pisses me off because these are the people who organise the jobs. They don't actually do the fucking work. Anyway, whatever. Righto. So, I forgot to film any of this, but the job started. We're putting a retaining wall along the basketball court. So I'm putting down a bit of cement first, just because it's going to be easier to level, and it does give it a bit of structural integrity. I bashed the post in at the end. I'll do one at either end. There's going to be a staircase in the middle, and I'm just going to build it out of the blocks, and we'll have to put caps on it. And that's it. That's it so far. Well, I guess I'll maybe show you when it's done. I don't know how much talking I'm going to do because I've sort of got to get this done today. Alright, this is where we're at. I just had to go get more gravel. Should be enough. Because I kind of didn't really think about the stairs too much. I just thought we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and guess what, we're crossing that fucking bridge because you got to here and then we can't really build anymore because we've got to do this. So I'm just going to fill that with cement, get it up to about the same height, put the bricks in. Basically it's going to make a platform of bricks and then build them up. And gluing these on takes fuck all. If I have to, I can leave him to do it because he's done all that anyway. As long as you get that first run right, the rest of it's easy. So basically that's what I'm getting paid to do, is just get those first ones level and square, and the rest of it can be done. Like, he's got all these for the face of it because he wanted it to look like sandstone. This other guy kind of ripped him off and he's stuck with these, so he's going to glue all them on. So we'll see what happens. Either way, back into it. It's I don't know, what fucking time is that? That is 2:45. That's how much time I got to finish it, so it gets dark at about 5:20.
Mate, it's not a different win.
All done, brother. Thanks for your help.
Loved it.
I appreciate it.
Looks great.
It's hard to find a good labourer. He might end up coming working for us. And I work for him. But this is it, the finished job. And what time did we start? About 10?
Yeah, 10:30.
10:30. I managed to get that. So that's our stairs. He's going to clad this with this sandstone tile. But we just wanted to get this done. And I'll tell you what, you can put a level anywhere on that and it is perfect. And the good thing is I didn't need a string line because it was up against the slab. And you can see how I've kind of pulled away from the slab towards the end. The only reason for that is when they poured it, they had a bit of concrete come out underneath and I couldn't get the brick any closer. But it's going to be covered up with this anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter. So that's it, job done. Video done, that's 2 days. Thank you very much and see you next time. Cheers, brother. And this is what I get to come home to. My little tot. She's beautiful, smiley, happy, beautiful house, beautiful wife, and 2 massive days. Cheers to me.